Hi, this is ADampSponge, and I'm making a little video for Darius. So, you might notice what was this garbage on my screen. Well, I'm making this in GIMP, which is a different version of Photoshop. I've just straight up recorded it, not gonna do anything fancy editing. But this is our little boy. Our sweet little Darius boy. He, like a PNG, will stand behind me, and it'll look phenomenal. So, why crit Darius, huh? Let me open up some of my little things. You'll notice some of these are already thrown about. It's because I did an entire video and didn't record audio. So I'm just re-recording the entire thing. And at the end of this, I will do a little speed run of what it looks like when you record something for half an hour and you just don't add any sound, you know? Yeah. So these are Darius's abilities. Up here, top left, that's a Bleedy Boy. Up here in the middle, this is Auto, but Auto that has a higher AD ratio. Over here is his Swing Swang, and down here is the Get Over Here. And then this final one is his ult. Ult, we don't have to talk a lot about it. Very good. Very understandable. Depending on how much bleed they have, it does all-true damage and just smacks them for a while. That one, you know what? I mean, he could just get out of here because we don't even need to talk about that boy. Well, maybe we'll talk about him a little. He could come back. Bleed, very good. Swing, or the enhanced auto, very good. Swing Swang? Swing Swang, not good. Swing Swang, you get once in this build, never get again. Don't upgrade it at all. Swing Swang gone. Swing Swang gone because Swing Swang not good. Pull, very good. The enhanced auto, the only thing you're going to need to upgrade. Well, you will have to upgrade the pull too, because that gives you armor penetration, which is very nice and makes it very easy to fight tanks. That's what you'll be, fighting tanks in the top lane. So, what does Crit Darius do? Well, thank you, me, for asking myself. Let me move some of these boys. Yeah, just like that. So, with Crit Darius, these are your two main abilities. You got pull in, and you auto them. And then you use your W auto, which kind of has like a auto canceling feature where you can kind of hit them once and then very quickly hit them again. And then that also resets the timer for your auto, so that your next auto is pretty quick. So you got 3 good hits on them, and if all those crit, you've done a lot of damage. So let's throw these away because we don't need to look at them anymore. And throw up some items. I've already gone over this. You can kind of see. You can kind of see where I'm coming from. These are all small items ones. One thing I do want to re-say is Vamp Scepter has a little face on it, and it's got purple detailing. I've never known that. I've seen that item so much, but when it here, I'll show you. When you make it small, when you make it about icon size, like you can still somewhat see purple. Can't see a face. That face is gone. But trust me, there's a face there. Also, all these pictures came from the wiki. I think this one is so blurry because I kept making it like bigger and smaller, and at one point when I made it smaller, I made it too small, and it got rid of some pixels, and now it looks like that. So I'm just rolling with it. Anyways, Crit Darius. you'll be using two of the new mythics, Navori Quick Blades or IE. Navori Quick Blades I do like. I have tried it with it. Before playing Crit Darius, I sucked balls at Darius. I never understood where any of his damage comes from, and that's because it never comes from his Swing Swung. That's right. You see a Swing Swung and you get scared, don't worry, it is an ability that takes way too long to swing, doesn't heal that much, honestly, and only is good if you hit them on just the edge of it, which is kind of bullshit, you know? So, instead, become more of an auto-y Darius, and just hit them. So, but Navori Quick Blades, depending on how much crit you have, you get up to 20% more damage, which means at full build you do a lot of damage, and that damage is that damage increase is only for your ability. So it will work on your bleed, it will work on your ult, it'll work on your enhanced auto swing. It works in a lot of good places. It working on the bleed is probably one of the strongest things you'll ever see, because people will walk away from you thinking that they're living, and you know what, they're not. They got killed by this little blood drop, you know? This boy. This boy can also join us. No, that's not what, no. That's not what I want. I want this. This little boy is underneath me. Now he's above me. I will hold on to him. Alright. So that is good. But what is also good is IE, that does 35% more damage. Now, I did some math. As hidden behind other things. You know what? These boys can just get moved. There. Anyways, so this number up here, that is how much damage you do with a crit. When you crit, you do 75% more damage off of your autos. The second number, that is his enhanced W, fully maxed out, how much more damage it does based off your AD. So it's an auto that'll do, you know, 2.35% of your damage, you know? I don't know if percent needs to be there, or if that needs to be a times, but I don't care. So, you look at your AD and you go, oh, would 2.35 times that be a good number? The answer is yes. At his base damage, not even counting how much damage is on the items that you get, you're gonna do like 350 damage. And that's good. That's a good number. It's a very good number. I don't think I have any of the other shit written down. But you know what's better than that number? If I... What the fuck? If I delete it. And then I go, you know what's better than 2.35? 2.7. And that's what's going to happen if you get IE, because IE increases your crit damage by 35%. So you just do an extra, just over a third of your damage on a crit, which makes your W very, very strong. And your W also comes with a little bit of base damage, I believe, so that also factors in. But this is, if you want to one-shot someone with an auto, this is the way to do it. You know, that is what that does. Now, I'm going to hide that little boy and bring these two back. There. Now, mythics covered. Very good mythics. I think the only mythics you should build if you go Crit Darius, you know, you're just going for damage. Attack speed, you can leap to runes. You don't need it that bad. But this little boy, the reason that he's here and none of the other components of the other ones are there, is this is what you build first. Darius needs healing. His Q will not heal enough for you. Sure, it'll be nice as a burst once every 5 to 10 seconds, but in between that, you're kind of fucked. So I'm telling you, build Vamp Scepter first. Great item. You'll live a long time. Long, happy, healthy life. And then eventually, whenever, it turns into Bloodthirster. Bloodthirster is second item, always. If you do not build Bloodthirster second item, you die. Every time. Dead. You might get a kill or two, but you'll always die. Now, I should double check. Yeah, I am recording. Anyways. Now, Collector. Collector, third item, very obvious. It executes people, low health. You have a bleed, gets people low health. Very, very easy, very simple. Easy, beautiful cover girl. Ugh, words. Now, I throw all these away. Not Darius. We don't throw away Darius. Darius is just in the wrong spot on my little sidebar order. Now, I throw up an image. That's out of date! Aha! Look at this. Look at this rune. What is it? Nobody knows. Because it is out of date. This is for Season 8, not Season whatever the fuck we're on. Yeah, Season 12 or 13. Who knows? I don't. So, that is gone. That's garbage. Now, you could also argue that all of this is garbage. That you're not going to run into this. Definitely not that one. Definitely not that one. You could run Grasp. I think Grasp would be not the worst. It is just a small bit of healing every couple of seconds, which is, you're using autos anyways. Might as well get your money's worth. This will also help you live a little bit. This one, I'll leave it up there because it is somewhat acceptable. Now, these are pretty also garbage for him. I will admit that. Let's see. These definitely garbage. But let me tell you something. If you run this for the movement speed, sure, you're gonna be able to catch anyone, but you have to catch someone first to use this. This isn't useful unless you've already caught someone. You pull them in, you've gotten your autos off, and then you move. Like, it's nice to be able to know that you can execute someone. But overall, I don't think it's gonna be as useful as the other ones, I'll leave it up there because it's doable, not because it's all that great, Now, we have our two big contenders for what are we gonna do? I'm gonna tell you, I don't care about that one. That one's not there. If you're going the thing that if you hit him 3 times, it does a little bit of extra damage, you can just do more damage by equipping a different one. That damage is not gonna hold up, You have Dark Harvest, acceptable. Extremely acceptable. It's a scaling version of whatever that other one was. If you have Predator, you get up to them. It gives you movement speed and a burst of damage. A totally acceptable. If you can't walk towards them, then you can't get them. Personally, I do boots. I do blue runes for the secondary one, and I take the movement speed. I also take the fully movement speed boots, the 60 movement speed. That's just me. You do have to walk at them. Darius, a slow boy. A little bit of a slow boy. Hail of Blades, I would say this is probably exactly what you want to go. You get 3 free autos at a very high attack speed. You know? That is exactly what you want, because you can attack twice with it, and then if you hit your W, it gives it that attack speed, but for some reason it doesn't count. And then you can auto them again, and then that's 4. You just need to hit them one more time, and you have all 5 stacks of it on them, and then you can hit them with a hammer. It's not a hammer; it's an axe or a basketball court. Hoop court. If you're this boy. Funny thing about this boy, by the way, I think I know I said in the other one, and saying this one, I've gotten the skin like 3 or 4 different times. Hated Darius. Could not play this little boy. But now I like him, and now I kind of regret it. But you know what? I probably wouldn't have some other great skin, because I wouldn't have disenchanted it for all that money it's worth. Well, that's fine. That's fine. I don't need to be a basketball boy. Okay, let's get back to the runes. Any of these, acceptable. Honestly, acceptable. If you're taking the attack him 3 times, and then for the next 6 seconds you do a % more damage one, you've already attacked him 3 times, which is where a lot of your damage comes from. So you're missing out on doing a lot of damage to them, just so it's like your bleed. Sometimes, you could hit them with the ult with it, and that will be nice, It's not bad, it's just inconvenient that your first 3 autos don't do shit, That they don't get this increased damage. Which, if that was the case, it'd just be your autos do more damage. That would be nice. Fleet Footwork, just a little bit of healing. It's not bad, honestly. I think that was one of the runes that I kind of popped off with the most, because I could just stay in lane. I would walk around a little bit. I would heal. Continue to walk around a little bit. Lethal Tempo, some people would say that'd be garbage. I found it to be pretty good, because your next auto has increased attack speed always. You don't have to have full stacks on it to just to get the bonus attack speed. It's every consecutive one gets a little bit more until you reach the final one, which also doubles your auto range. So if you're worried about them getting away, you pull them towards you, whack, 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 whack. If they're tanky and they can get away, then you have double auto range to try to just get one more hit off of them to make sure that your bleed really sticks to them. It's not bad, honestly. I like it. Conqueror, you could take Conqueror. I have just been unable to proc Conqueror on this build. Honestly. I've tried it so many times. I've tried my damnedest to heal off of this, but you know what works a lot better than having a rune that's after you hit them a million times, you have the chance to heal, if I can just find it on my thing. Vamp Scepter. That just heals. That'll just heal you, You don't have to wait a million years and hope that something comes in to save your little butt eventually. So I am actually going to mark over Conqueror, because I think it's stupid. There. Conqueror's gone. But any of these, I would say, is pretty okay. That one's questionable, let me... do that. Question mark. That one, questionable. Still will work, but questionable. The rest of these are fine. In League, I don't like when people tell you what to do. I just like to generally give you a direction and let you run with it, you know. So highly recommended. Don't exactly recommend, but if you ran it, I don't think you would lose because you ran it. You know, these little boys, they're a good last place. It's like, you know how people say like third place is the first worst. You know, that's what they are. Like they qualify for this build, but there's very clearly better things you could do with your build. But you could run them if you like. You know, I like throwing garbage too. Don't worry, I get yelled at. I yelled at about it a lot. You know, I think that's all my information. What is this? What is this? What is this? I don't know. I have a text box that just says ... Anyways, I think now I might happen to put in some